everyone, I'm Sarah and this is Budgetsew, where we create stylish, fashionable looks as inexpensively as possible. Today, I'm going to show you my fabric and notions haul that I bought from Fabricland Online, but first, I'm going to show you one of my makes. Today, I'm wearing Vintage Simplicity 6260 in a size 16. I bought Simplicity 6260 for $2 at Good Value Thrift Store with a stack of other vintage patterns. This pattern was published in 1974 and is a jiffy knit, short front wrap dress sized for stretch knits only. The front wrap dress with drop shoulders features a V-shaped neckline and self-tie ends. View 1 has tri-colored braid trim, and View 2 has top stitching trim. The suggested fabrics are stretchable jersey knits of polyester, cotton, rayon, or acetate such as matte jersey and tricot. Stretchable double knits of polyester, cotton, or wool are also recommended. For my own unique look, I lengthened the skirt of the dress by 7 inches so that it fell below the knee, and I used 2 gorgeous knit fabrics for a designer look. The first fabric I chose was the light blue knit that comprises the majority of the dress. I bought it at Value Village thrift stores for $4.99 for the whole piece. I can't remember the exact dimensions of the fabric, but in addition to this dress, I was able to lengthen another dress that was featured in my Easter video, which I've linked at the top of the screen. And then I used the remaining remnants for the yoke, sleeve bands, and neckband of McCall's 7869, a pullover top that features length, sleeve, and fabric variations. View C, the version I made up, has a contrast yoke. The link to the sew along video for McCall's 7869 is right here at the top of the screen. Since I lengthened the dress, I didn't have quite enough fabric for the additional length, so I used a darker knit fabric for the bottom portion of the dress. I found this lovely knit fabric in the clearance section at Fabricland for $4.25 a meter. It's a wonderful knit polyester with various shades of green, blue, and white flowers on a black background. It's soft and smooth and comfortable to wear. Since it's 100% polyester, it's a great wash and wear fabric. This fabric was also used to make another dress, Vintage Jiffy Dress Simplicity 6082. The link to the video with that dress is right here at the top of the screen. In addition to that dress, I also made McCall's 6355, a Palmer Pletch semi-fitted top that has optional front and back vertical darts and self-neck binding. The link to the video with that top is right here at the top of the screen. I wanted the dress to look as though I made it out of 2 fabrics on purpose, so I cut the front facing and back facing as well as the tie ends out of the same fabric. I folded the facings outward and top stitched them down to create a trimmed look rather than tuck the facings underneath. I also added a facing to the drop shoulders, and it turned out just like the front and back facings to create a continuous look. I love how the 2 fabrics came together. I think that it looks quite designer. Overall, this pattern was a fun sew, and the instructions were easy to follow. I didn't run into any problems making up this pattern. I absolutely love Jiffy patterns, and I'm looking forward to making this pattern up again, but in a different fabric and maybe with longer sleeves. To complete the look, I'm wearing 9 West high heels that I bought a few years ago for a New Year's Eve party. I bought the necklace at the Salvation Army charity store, and the earrings were in a Ziploc bag full of jewelry that I bought for $5 at a church Christmas bazaar. Now, onto the fabric haul. I was really pleased with my last order from Fabricland Online, so I placed another order. The link to the video with my first fabric haul is right here at the top of the screen. My last order of fabric came in the full 5 meters and not cut into smaller pieces, and the notions were exactly as I ordered and at a fantastic price. So this time I placed an even bigger order. When I clicked on the Fabriclandonline.com website, immediately a box popped up. It said, you save 25%, you save 35%, and you save 50% on appliques, carded tape, interfacing, lace, ribbon by the meter, ribbon hank, scissors, trims, yarns and accessories, elastic, dress forms, sew-in, fusible, specialty, excluding sale. This was perfect. I love sales. When I closed the sales box, this lovely fabric was on the front page. It straight away caught my attention. I love nautical fabric and accessories, and I love that the nautical look can be achieved with blue and white fabrics, highlighted with either red or green. This fabric has painted sailboats resting in the calm water. And I'll open it up for you. This fabric is an outdoor print called Sail Away in color 749 Pool. It was on sale for $6 a meter, regularly $32 a meter, and was sold in full meters. It's 137 centimeters wide and is a medium weight fabric. The description said, this outdoor fabric is great for cushion covers, light upholstery, and other outdoor decorating projects, as well as bags and other craft ideas. Other craft ideas? I have a couple of hats and bags in the works right now, and I'm enjoying making them. I didn't think I would because they're made up of smaller pieces. They're not garments, but rather accessories, but I like that I can sew a hat and a bag to match a dress that I've made. This fabric is 100% spun polyester and can be washed in warm water with a mild liquid detergent. The care instructions said, rub gently with a soft brush, rinse with water and air dry. Do not use chlorine bleach, harsh detergents, or abrasives. This is good news because the fabric was a little bit dirty on the edge. The packing slip indicated that it was low in stock and perhaps this was the last of the bolts. I'm not worried about the dirty mark because the fabric's washable. I ordered 5 meters of this lovely fabric and it arrived in the full 5 meter length. No smaller pieces. I love that about Fabricland Online. I plan to make a dress, hat, and bag. I'm really going for coordinated looks. If I don't have enough fabric, I'll make a skirt, hat, and a bag. Usually, if I don't have enough fabric, I use a complementary solid fabric to make it work. The dress will be vintage McCall's 9777. The link to the video of the thrifted pattern haul where I purchased this pattern is in the description box below this video. This dress was published in 1969. It's a sleeveless A-line dress that is dart fitted in the front and the back, has a center back zipper, and a choice of 3 necklines. This dress has faced and interfaced neck and faced armholes. The neck is rounded in the front and may be round, scooped, or V-shaped in the back. The scooped back dress has self-fabric ties included in the facing seams. The dress is cut crosswise when an embroidered border or border print fabric is used. I think that I will make up view A with the rounded back. I will add 3/4 length or long sleeves and lengthen the dress so that it falls to the mid-calf. The A-line shape of the dress will showcase the beautiful print of the fabric. One more modification will be to cut the back of the dress on the fold of the fabric and put in a side zipper, but this depends on the width of the bottom of the lengthened dress pattern. The recommended fabrics for this dress are printed silks or cottons, ginghams, denim, duck, linen, piqué, border prints, and embroidered border fabrics. Since the pattern suggested denim, I am comfortable using my medium weight polyester fabric for this dress. I used a fabric weight converter to determine the weight of this fabric in comparison to other fabrics. The description of this fabric shows that it is 215 grams per square meter, which is approximately 6.34 ounces per square yard. Lightweight denim is 12 ounces, so I feel quite confident that this fabric will work out quite nicely. One of my subscribers commented on the last Fabricland online fabric haul video that she uses thrifted upholstery fabric for garments all the time. She said, "It softens up nicely in the wash, and even if it's a dry clean only fabric, I still wash it and line dry it because if that doesn't work out, it's not a big loss. I haven't lost any yet though. Right now I have a lovely floral upholstery fabric that is destined to be a dress that I just took off the line this afternoon." These wonderful comments inspired me to make a dress out of my fabric too. In addition to the dress, I'm going to make a hat, Vogue 8405. This Vogue accessories pattern was published in 2007. This package includes patterns and instructions for 4 lined hats, each offered in small, medium, and large. View A and B have 2 trim options for each hat. I'm going to make View A with the largest brim because it will look quite feminine and flattering while protecting my face from the sun. To complete the look, I'm going to make a purse as well, Simplicity 9553. This pattern was published in 1971, so it's a similar time frame to McCall's 9777, the dress that I just showed you. Simplicity 9553 is a pattern for spats and 2 bags. View 1 is a lined shoulder bag with a zipper closing and is trimmed with appliques and metallic trims. View 2 is a lined shoulder bag with the flap. I'm making this version up out of some gorgeous velvet. View 3 are the spats with the zipper and elastic foot straps and have special stitch lines to make spats larger or smaller. The spats may be trimmed with purchased appliques and metallic trim or with buttons and lacing. I'm going to make up the purse from View 1. I'll center one of the boat seams across the front panel instead of adding the appliques. The next item I bought was medium weight non-woven fusible interfacing. It was on sale for 50% off, so it was $3.90 a meter, on sale from $7.80 a meter. I bought 6 meters. This may seem like a lot of interfacing, but I'm splitting it with my mom. 3 meters for her and 3 meters for me. I've been going through a lot of interfacing lately, and this was the perfect time to stock up. The next item that was included with this order was a package of 2 needle grabbers. These Taylor brand needle grabbers were not included in the sale, but the package shows that they were $2.39 each, but I paid $1.19. My mom and I are splitting this as well. one for each of us. I love that my mom shares this hobby with me, so we always have lots to talk about. We also share our notions in fabrics. For example, there was this gorgeous flower print fabric at Len's Mill store in London, Ontario. It was on sale for 85% off if I bought the whole bolt. There were 11 meters on it, so we split it. 5.5 meters for her and 5.5 meters for me. Since I bought the last of the bolt, it was 85% off, so I paid $10.87 for 11 meters of fabric. It will make up beautifully as dresses and tops. I'll link the video of the fabric haul where I bought this fabric in the description box below. One of the fabric stores in London, Ontario was on Exeter Road, but it has since closed. It used to have chairs at the pattern tables at the front of the store. After work, my mom and I would each grab a pattern book and pore over the patterns. Once we had written down which patterns we wanted, we'd then head over to the clearance and sale sections and get loaded down with bolts of fabric. Wonderful memories. I'm looking forward to many more. Before I continue with the fabric and sewing accessories haul, please like and share this video with your friends and family. I'd love to help others sew and refashion on a budget and troubleshoot their favorite patterns. I also love sharing the treasures that I find at thrift shops. If you'd like to see more from Budgetsew, please subscribe and make sure that the bell is on so you receive a notification when I release a new video. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Budgetsew. Now, back to the fabric haul. The next items I bought were these 7-inch or 18-centimeter zippers. I bought 3 of them in navy blue. They were 40 cents each. I'm making a couple pairs of pants, one of them being Vogue 9282. These are semi-fitted pants and have no waistband, a back zipper, and leg variations. These pants remind me of one of my first pants sewing patterns that I bought when I first started sewing, New Look 6083. It was a wide leg pants pattern with no waistband, and it was my favorite sewing pattern. This pattern, Vogue 9282, has a back zipper, but I'm moving it to the front of the pants. I'll link the video of the pattern haul where I bought this pattern in the description box below. I chose View C, the full-length pants with no leg slits. It's the view with the 6 buttons over the abdomen. This pattern comes with all sizes in the envelope. Sizes 6 to 22 were included. The pattern was divided into 2 size groups. The first was size 6 to 14, and the other was 16 to 22. Since I'm a size 16, I gave the size 6 to 14 pattern sheets to my mom so that she could make the pants too. The next items were these 18-inch or 45-centimeter dress and skirt zippers in navy blue. They were on sale for 25% off. Originally, they were $1.85 each, but I paid $1.39. They were such a great price that I ordered 4. 2 for me and 2 for my mom. The last Fabricland Online order that I placed, I ordered the same zippers but in white, cream, and black. They didn't have the navy blue last time, but this time they did. I have lots of navy blue fabric and lots of ideas, so it was a good idea to buy the zippers. The next items I bought were 4 packages of these 2-hole oval cord stop. There are 2 in each package, and they were included in the 25% off sale too. The way I look at a 25% off sale is that if you buy 3 of these cord stops, then you get the 4th one free. Or you could say instead of them being $3, I paid $2.25 each. But I like saying buy 3, get 1 free. I'm going to use these cord stops on hats that I sew. The first hat is Vogue 7784. This package includes patterns and instructions to make up 7 lined hats. Each hat is offered in 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. Hat A has a self fringe. Hat B has a quilted top. Hats C and D have contrast sections and top stitched brims. Hats E and F have larger top stitch brims, and hat G is self-lined. I'm sewing hat F out of a beautiful black velvet, and these cord stops will be used on the ties under the chin. The next item I ordered was 4 meters of 1 inch wide black grosgrain ribbon. I'm going to use this ribbon on a couple of hat patterns. The first one is the Vogue hat I just showed you, and the other one is Butterick 3055. I'll link the video of the pattern haul where I bought this pattern in the description box below. The pattern envelope includes patterns and instructions for 9 different hats, and each hat is offered in 3 sizes: small, medium, and large. My favorite hat is View B with the plaid top and underbrim. This pattern reminds me of a denim hat that I had as a child. I wore it all summer long, and even on our trip to Disney in Florida. I think I wore out the hat because I wore it so much. What's odd about this pattern is that on the back of the pattern envelope it says, all yardages and notions on instruction sheet. But when I look at the pattern instruction sheet, it only shows as yardages of fabric and interfacing, no notions. I read through the instructions just to make sure I had everything I needed. In the instructions it says, pin grosgrain ribbon to brim on seam allowance, placing lower edge along seam line, turning in 1/4 inch or 6 millimeters on each end to meet at the center back. The grosgrain ribbon is very important because it forms a casing for the elastic, another notion not mentioned. The instructions say, turn ribbon towards crown along seam, press. To form casing, stitch along upper edge of ribbon. I'm so glad that I read the pattern instructions before placing this Fabricland Online order. The grosgrain ribbon was included in the 50% off sale, so I paid $3.60 for 4 meters of this black ribbon. The next item I ordered was thread. Lots and lots of thread. I have a lot of navy blue, green, black, and white thread, but not much of any other color. I was very disappointed to see that I had only half a spool of red thread left. I don't use it very often, but I have plans for it. I'm sewing McCall's 8007. I'll link the video of the pattern haul where I bought this pattern in the description box below. McCall's 8007 was published in 2019, and it's pants with flared hems, belt carriers, and a front fly. View B has front and back patch pockets, and View C has contrast panels. I'm sewing View A out of a dark blue denim. This denim has a red back, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to sew with red thread. I ordered 4 spools of red thread, 2 of purple, 2 off-white, 2 light blue, 2 brown, and 4 beige. 2 of the red and 2 of the beige are for my mom. The spools were not included in the sale, but they were only 49 cents each. The next 3 items were purchased for my mom. She has a great project in mind. She ordered 3 of the 32mm Taylor brand black parachute clips. They were 25% off. Originally $2.30 each, but I paid $1.73 each. She also ordered 3 of these Taylor brand 32mm black sliders. These were also 25% off. Originally they were $2.20 each, but I paid $1.65. The last item for her project was Taylor brand 32mm black webbing hank. It's 3 meters long or 3.3 yards and is 100% polypropylene. The packaging says that it should be sold for $7.49, but I paid $2.99. That's more than 50% off. Such a great price. My mom will be using these 3 items to make fanny packs. She even has a pattern in mind. She found this video on YouTube, and I'm so excited to see how her fanny packs turn out. After I placed the order, I was a bit envious because I wished I had bought a package of each so that I could make my own fanny pack. Instead, I Googled fanny pack free sewing patterns to see what I could make. I like the 2 fanny pack patterns on the So Can She website, and I love that she called them zip hip bags, designer style. These zip hip bags use all the materials that my mom ordered. I'll post a link to this free pattern in the description box of this video. I also went on the Mood Fabrics website to see what free fanny pack patterns they had, and I found 2. The first one is part of the Adonis accessories and has carriers on the back so that it can be worn as a belt. Mood made the fanny pack out of black faux leather that has diamond quilt coating and 3 bumblebee appliques. The second fanny pack pattern I found was the Mood dual tone leather fanny pack. This craft appealed to me because it's leatherwork, not sewing. I borrowed my dad's leatherworking tools for another craft, and maybe I'll make this one too. I found it very interesting that it uses a harness leather strap and a beautiful gold closure for the belt that the fanny pack attaches to. And the final item that was in this order is this curved gold buckle. My mom asked me to order this. It's Accents brand and measures 15 by 19.5 millimeters. It was not included in the sale, but was a great price of $3.22. Now let's talk about shipping because I had some questions on Instagram. One person said, "Was the shipping worth it to you? My biggest issue with Fabricland Online is the price of shipping. $17 for a meter? Wild." For me, yes, the cost of shipping was worth it. I chose to ship with Purelator rather than with Canada Post, so there would be no delay in receiving the items. My last order was 5 meters of fabric and 9 other items, and the shipping came to $20. This order, my second order, was 5 meters of fabric, 6 meters of interfacing, and 45 other items, and the shipping was $21.40. What I should mention were the sizes of the boxes that my orders were shipped in. They were huge. This orders box was 38 by 50 by 26.5 centimeters, or 15 by 19 3/4 and 10.5 inches. My orders could have been shipped in much smaller boxes, but I think that they're reusing boxes from their suppliers rather than using brand new boxes. Maybe it's a recycling thing. Maybe it's fill the box for a better price. I hope you enjoyed my Fabricland online order. Please like and share this video with your friends and family. And if you'd like to see more from Budgetsew, please subscribe. And if you'd like to stay up to date with Budgetsew, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Budgetsew. Thanks for watching. See you next time.